Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming. Oh, Um, I hope that you guys have been having a lovely week. I had a very nice birthday yesterday. I went and visited my folks. We had an awesome dinner, which I posted a photo of over in the Discord server. We played a bit of mini golf, which was fun. I won, although I'm certainly not going to be winning any mini golf tournaments anytime soon. Um, and yeah, we just kind of had a nice time. We went for lunch on the way back home today, and I substantially burned the top of my mouth on some very hot takoyaki. So if I'm maybe not quite as talkative at times today, that is why. It's probably going to be a couple of days before my mouth recovers from that. They were delicious, though, so I have no regrets. And the ramen was very good as well. Um, so yeah, that's been my last couple of days. Hope you all have been having a good time. Congrats on getting first, Ray. Very nice to see you here. But with all of that said, I believe it's time to jump back into Pathfinder. We've got some demons to clean up before we head on over to Dresden, where I assume we're going to be facing off against the little dwarf bastard and his demon girlfriend? It's a little arbitrary as to what their actual relationship is there. Alright, so. Alright, that's a demon. That's a rank 6. We can probably deal with that. I don't think we have the beef to deal with the... Oh, do we now? Are we rank 7 now? What's our army at? Oh, whoops, I was, putting my cursor over us. We're rank 6. But... These guys are rank 7. Wait. What? Why was it showing that they were... It was green when I was on... our... people's thing. I don't think we, as a people, can actually attack the demons. It has to be our army. And I don't think I have anyone I can summon. I can't buy anyone quite... Oh! I could get 14 more Hell Knights, but... I don't think that's a good use of 3,000 resources. Actually, what is this? I don't know what... What is buy resources? Oh, it lets us, I guess, trade gems for... Wait, what? Oh, is that gold? Oh, we can exchange gold for diamonds or gold bars, I guess? I don't know what gold bars are for. Or what this one is. So I don't know what these two resources are for, but so far all of these have just been for diamonds. So I do want more Hell Knights, but that's very expensive for 14 Hell Knights. So this was the... Right, this was the 15 Giants. They're quite quick. And they deal a fuck ton of damage. And they have a lot of health, which is not great. I think I can probably take care of them. Oh, we're out of juice at the moment. And I would like to get some more army people under our belt, but we can't take care of the other... we can't take care of this one until we've dealt with the other two, because this is going to kick off a cutscene, I assume. And we don't even have access to this one. I don't know what the significance is of this yellow bordered area. or if it has any significance whatsoever. Because we can travel out of it into this lower area here. Maybe it's like a different country, quote-unquote? Or a different region for some sort of delineation that is not entirely relevant. I'm not sure. But I don't think there's anywhere left for us to actually explore. Yeah, there's just basically head for Dresden. Yeah, we can't actually get to the Heart of Mystery yet. We already got Terendalev's bits. We haven't done Nenio's thing, because Nenio's annoying. I don't know if we're gonna run into Woljif again. I guess we'll see. And we did find some stuff for the storyteller to look at, but we don't know where he is right now. And we did meet, Kaylessa. And, not sure what's going on with that specifically at the moment. So I think... Can I actually go back into... Can't... I guess I have to leave and go back. Because we've got that guy who Kaylessa may or may not have murdered. But I think we need to check in on that. And if it passes another day, then that's good, because we need to get to the next unit refresh date so that we can recruit more units. Alright, come on, there's got to be someone around here that we can talk to. Can I actually go back here? I can. Is there anything actually back here? No. Various unnamed NPCs. Oh, Seela's here. Seela's not who we wanted to talk to, but, it's fine. We are also looking for things that we can loot. Wait, Darren... Right, we don't care about Darren. Who we care about is, what's his name? He started with an R, I think. Kiata. Ooh, stuff we can steal. Don't mind if I do. Ooh, more diamond dust. Forn, Autumn... Oh, wait, Forn, that might have been it. Here we go. The elf before you casually rests his bandaged arm on the weapon at his side. He bows his head with dignity. I congratulate you on your new rank, Commander. My hunt demanded that I travel with your army. Naturally, I wouldn't burden your forces with the need to care for an outsider. I've provided myself with all the necessities. Where were you when our camp was attacked by gargoyles? He presents his faceted blade to you with dignity. There are fresh notches in it. Fighting, Commander. A gargoyle's hide is strong, but I managed to pierce it. Then I was crushed under the hulking body of that monster. When I came to, the battle was already over, so I had to catch up to your army. Yeah, let's be upfront about this. I met Kaylessa. Forn's melancholic expression remains calm, but his entire body tenses, and his fingers wrap around the handle of his weapon. Under what circumstances? I hope you seized the opportunity to kill her. Are you certain of your allegations? Forn lowers his head and says in a hollow voice, I am. Her misdeeds are terrible and proven with absolute certainty. She claims she doesn't serve the demons. Of course she does. In an attempt to buy her life, she would stoop to the boldest and most egregious of lies. Whose words do you trust? Hers or mine? I found her spying on my camp. Then you should be on the lookout for her accomplices. Her demonic masters must have sent her to plot against you, and since she's already made her way into the camp, she will strike soon. I let her go. Oh, we got experience for this. After giving you a saddened look, Forn stares off into the distance. Your decision is regrettable. I'm afraid that in doing so, you've condemned her many future victims to death. I suppose it just means that bringing this hunt to a close falls upon my shoulders. Alright, we already got that one. Miss Twist, don't worry, we haven't really done very much. I was kind of mostly just looking at the map there. We just came back into camp and talked to Forn, the guy who wanted the drow dead. So, yeah, basically. Okay, so we've taken care of speaking to Forn, which is the reason why we came back to camp. Actually, do I have anything that I need to dispose of? I guess I do have a couple of junk items that I could, sell off. Not much, since we haven't really done very much. But I would like to, loot these tents a little more again, if I can. Oh, nothing in here to loot. And I do want to see if I can find that gnome. Oh, very cool. I hope that works out for you. Cool, well, I'll look forward to seeing it in, one of the Discord servers. Let's see, where is... Impressive. Where is that gnome? It's Anevia. No. Let's take a look at your bed. Clean and neatly made. I wonder whose job it is to carry around, full-size beds. Yeah. That would be a little much for me, but, I hope it turns out to be worth the cost for you. Oh, more stuff I can steal? Awesome. Where's that damn gnome?
I'm gone.
Well, that's not bad if everyone's contributing. There's Nenio. Actually, does talking to Nenio give us anything here? Okay. Girl, I am pleased with you. I asked you to bring me to safety, and that's exactly what you did. Indeed, having a follower to aid me is most efficient and frankly pleasing. With you on hand, I shall conquer new horizons, plumb the depths of knowledge hitherto unknown, and scale the dizzying heights of future discoveries. Nenio stops to catch her breath. She could stop forever, for all I care. What I mean is, I'd like to express my deepest gratitude. I foresee immense potential in our future cooperation. Do you always express your delight so effusively? What? Who are you? Nenio stares at you for a while, bewilderment in her eyes, but then it is replaced by recognition. Oh yes, my new follower. So what am I supposed to do? Oh yes, I must provide some verbal encouragement to your as yet modest achievements and try to induce you to strive for more of such encouragement. That is the principle that underpins any training. As for furniture and such, this was actually a thing they, back in military campaigns. They didn't have full-size furniture, but legit carried flat-pack furniture. Yes, I imagine that would generally be the case, but I assume they just reused the bed models, from the inn, because, you know, limited assets and whatnot. But carrying around a full-ass wooden bed, is not something that would be especially easy. Especially when there's at least 3 of them here. Oh, I'm sure the furniture is quite good quality, but I'm also sure that it's not a full-ass hardwood bed. She frowns, but only for an instant. I see. Your modest nature was unsettled by the overabundance of my gratitude. I do apologize for putting you in such an awkward position. I will never praise you again, unless I forget. But let's get back to the business at hand. Your new assignment will be to take me to the inconspicuous ruins that are located in an even more inconspicuous valley lying between Kennebrez and Dresden, as soon as is reasonably practicable. I'll mark the place on your map with a large red cross so you won't forget it. Oh cool, we got a new location. This must be for Nenio's quest. What's so special about these ruins near Kennebrez? I'm glad you asked. This is my greatest hypothesis, my secret project, and I won't pass up the opportunity to share it with you, because you are my most loyal follower, and you are worthy of possessing such knowledge. Nenio rubs her nose. And also because you are the first person to ever ask me about it. Some time ago, I was walking around the border of the World Wound, and I met a strange person. He was wearing a frayed gray robe, and his face was hidden behind an odd white mask. Of course, I didn't miss the opportunity to ask him about the reasons for his absurd appearance. And do you know what he said to me? He said, "I am the answer, but what is the question?" Then he walked off in the direction of the world wound. That sounds an awful lot like the ghost that we encountered in the ruins with the puzzle. The next day, after I had already forgotten about the first encounter, I had another similar encounter. This time I met an elven woman, judging by the pointy ears sticking out from behind the mask. "I am the answer, but what is the question?" she said before taking off toward the world wound. And then I realized everything became clear to me. Nenio is a fun companion. Didn't run her through because I ran a wizard myself. I don't know. I find her kind of obnoxious, to be perfectly honest. "I know a mystery when I see one. Consider this one of my myriad talents." Nenio rubs the tip of her nose. "After all these geysers weren't simply on their way to a costume party, were they? After examining several maps, I determined that they were all heading in one direction, to a place not far from Kenebres, a place which is marked as Nameless Ruins, even on ancient Sarkorian maps. That's where I need to go. Unraveling the secret of that place will be my greatest discovery. It will secure my place in history, or perhaps even in legend." Okay. How do you know where we have to go? Do you know how to find a beehive in a forest? You need to catch 2 bees, set them free in 2 different locations in the forest, and remember the directions they fly in. Then you take a map and draw lines showing the bees' routes. The place where the lines intersect will mark the location of the beehive. Fascinating, yes? By the way, forest bees do not make any honey. Ninio sighs. I used the beehive principle here too. For a couple of months, I tracked the strange people in the masks and observed the direction in which they were traveling. I collected the coordinates, mapped their estimated routes, and made a discovery. All the routes intersected at the Nameless Ruins not far from Kenebres. What do you expect to find there? I haven't the slightest idea. If I knew what was hidden there, I wouldn't be so eager to go. These ruins aren't very far from Kenebres. You could easily get there by yourself. Why do you need me? Nenio's eyes seem ready to pop out of their sockets in surprise. Don't you see? This is a legendary secret place. Who knows what may happen to me after I lift the veil and uncover the workings of the universe? My mortal body may be unable to contain all that knowledge, or perhaps I will ascend and become equal to the gods themselves. I need you to write down everything that happens and report my fate to the interested parties in Absalom. And don't forget to praise me as I deserve while you're there. Absalom. Okay, so it's a big city at the middle of the world. You know these ruins of yours may turn out to be just that, ruins. Nenio shrugs. In that case, we'll write this experiment off as a failure and start another one. I don't know which experiment I'll try next. Alright. Well, now you know, so off we go. Nenio frowns. Did I just make a rhyme? Perhaps I've discovered poetic talent in myself. Let's conduct an experiment. Quickly, say any word and I'll try to find a rhyme for it right away. Absalom is where the Pathfinder Society has their HQ. It's also the location where the Starstone is. You reach the Starstone after a big gauntlet, you become a god. Neat. Let's go with creation. Crustacean, cogitation. Not the best rhymes, don't you think? Well, this experiment was unsuccessful. We learned that I have no poetic talent after all. Nenio sighs. But it's no reason to despair. Having a gift of poetry in addition to my inexhaustible intelligence would have been a little too much. Besides, I am catastrophically busy and have no time to spend on writing poetry. Yeah, I don't like it when you call me girl. My name's Casimira. On the grand scale of world history, your name is irrelevant. I have no reason to remember it. How about I just cut off your kneecaps? You see, the brain of any given individual can contain only a limited amount of facts. I only expend my memory on things that are truly important. The laws of thermodynamics, divine esoterica, planar geography, things that will lead Galarian to a brighter future. Nenio rubs her nose. Besides, what if I make a great discovery, but I won't be able to remember it because my memory is full of outdated or useless information? What a nightmare that would be. What a loss for the whole of Galarian. But you do remember your own name, right? Only so I know what to put for the author's name in my encyclopedia. Are there any names worth remembering? There are, and to my deepest regret, there are too many of them. Nenio heaves a sigh that would befit a grief-stricken old man. The names of gods and demigods, the names of rulers, conquerors, and other persons by some reason deemed great by the people of Galarian, they etch their names into history, and, alas, every self-respecting educated person must know them. But there are some names I am happy to remember. Great scientists, some of them divine, others mortal, true keepers of knowledge, and great experimentalists. The pioneers of knowledge, Aurori, Nethys, Arilu Vorlesh. Wait, Arilu Vorlesh. That sounds familiar. Let's see, Aurori... The perfect human, huh? One of the core gods, if not the most powerful deity of the Vudrani pantheon. Interesting. Nethys is the all-seeing eye. Also, I guess patron of the archives of Nethys. A Garundi god who holds knowledge and magic above all things. Neat. Admiring Arilu Vorlesh is going too far, don't you think? Oh, by no means. She's the greatest of the greatest. Just imagine, she managed to open a rift from Galarian to the Abyss. No one knew how, no one believed it possible, no one even dreamed of such a thing. And she just did it. It was the experiment of the century. Nenio wipes a tear from her eye. I would have been so happy if I could have been in her place. Yeah, Nenio has some interesting priorities. Of course, some parts of Galarian's population died as a result of her experiment, and the Crusaders are still wrestling with its consequences to this day, but the very essence of what Arilu managed to do was a breakthrough of cosmic significance, both figuratively and literally. Sooner or later, the world wound will be closed. Peace will return to Galarian. As for the victims of the ongoing war, they will be remembered as unfortunate but unavoidable sacrifices made at the altar of science. Yes, that's what I said. That's an interesting way of looking at things, though I'm not sure the Crusaders would agree with you. Nenio blinks at you, perplexed. Were we talking about something? I'd like to clarify a few things about your new task. Nenio sounds like a more sociopathic version of Cassie. You're not entirely wrong. Okay, no, we've already gotten all those. Tell me about yourself. I'm an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. Nenio speaks in one breath, as if reeling off a practiced monologue. That information should be enough to satisfy your curiosity, because I doubt I will be able to tell you more than that. Where are you from? That information is irrelevant. I've decided to forget it. Okay. How did you become a scientist? That information's irrelevant. I've decided to forget it, okay? You have a circle tattooed on your shoulder. What does it mean? Nenio casts a sidelong glance at her shoulder. Oh, that. I do not remember the circumstances of its creation, but I like it. I prefer to think of it as a zero, null, nothing. A center point, an origin of coordinates. It reminds me how much of the unknown world there is to explore. Every question has that answer, except that one. I guess we'll see. Don't you remember how you got this tattoo? It's irrelevant. How can you just decide to forget important pieces of information? That is just one of my many talents. The secret is to stop thinking about the thing you want to forget. And the main thing is not to remember anything you don't need. To filter it, to get right to the essence. I'll teach you someday, unless I forget. What is this encyclopedia you're working on? The Encyclopedia of Galarianica will be published in 100 volumes, 1,000 pages each, plus the author's addenda, appendices added by future co-authors, and critical commentaries. Addenda indexation is still in question. Nenio looks slightly embarrassed. I just like the number 100, but I'm not sure I'll be able to keep within that established word limit. It will be a magisterial piece of scholarship that will become a part of the mandatory curriculum of every educational institution worth mentioning. In it, I intend to describe every object, item, event, fact, and personality that is present on, or at least somehow related to, Galarian. My calculations show that I've completed no more than 1% of this monumental book. Do you remember your parents, your past, or is that all irrelevant too? All of it is irrelevant on the grand scale of world history. I have no reason to remember such things. Hmm. Eh, I don't think it's necessarily terrible, but it's, I think it would be unfortunate. Knowing where you come from is how you know where you've come. Yeah, forgetting your origin, knowing nothing about who you are and where you come from, that's terrible. Nenio stays silent and gives you a puzzled look. What? What are we talking about? She sounds like my grandmother. I'll stop torturing you with questions for now. Eh? What were we talking about? I don't want you in my party anymore. Now I have to go. Nenio produces a crumpled piece of paper from her sleeve and takes some notes on it. This conversation lasted approximately 5 minutes. She lifts her chin. By the way, did you know that is the exact same amount of time the Inquisitors of Kenabres need to find a defendant guilty? But to shake off Inquisitors chasing you takes 5 times as long. That experiment proved that running while clad in heavy armor is not burdensome for them at all. Okay, well I guess that means we got a new quest. Alright. So she's just, a scroll savant, which I assume is a wizard of some kind. Yeah. What are her spells? Oh, I should probably load these out if I'm going to be taking her with me at some point in the near future. Rainbow pattern? Fascinates. Okay, I don't really want fascination. Confusion? You know what? Yeah, let's give her a slot of confusion. Why not? Oh, she got an extra slot here. What's displacement do? Oh, okay, so that's basically blur. Interesting. Heroism's not bad. It's kind of niche. Well, like, just in the sense that usually using a fireball is going to be better, but... She gets bonuses with using scrolls. Oh, interesting. Alright, sure, let's give her a slot of heroism, why not? Then here we've got these... what was this? Mirror image. Create pit is neat. Let's give her another stone call. Once you get high enough level, you can mass cast on the whole party. Oh, that would be useful. Oh, and we've already slotted out all of her, level 1 stuff here. Alright, well... I am gonna have to get some gear for her out of my, inventory, I suppose. But I am still looking for that gnome.
We do it my way.
Where the heck did she get? Armiger? Is that? No, that's not anyone important. Hell Knight, Regil... Oh, does talking to Regil have anything of import? Regil stands with his hands behind his back, his favorite pose, it would seem. He seems submerged in thought, but gathers himself immediately as you approach. His pale yellow eyes examine you inquisitively. Knight Commander, it is good you found time to meet me. There's a matter of some urgency I must discuss with you. Oh, cool, we get a new side quest. I hope so, at least. It was incredibly interesting, the power you and your companions received during the fight at the Grey Garrison, and now my interest has been gratified. The power your companions received has passed on to me as well. It manifested after my usual evening reckoning. I believe I now present a true threat to the creatures and initiates of chaos. The imprisoned cultist we kept for certain observations experienced this firsthand. Regil's voice is unemotional, almost bored, believes no doubt as to the cultist's fate. Striking, isn't it? Divine intervention at a critical moment is rare, but not beyond imagining. But in this case, part of the power that you received through this intervention has passed to someone who joined you well after the fateful moment had passed. I believe this power has been given to me and others for a good cause, to protect this miserable world from the demons. Whatever the nature of this power, it will help us in our mission, and that's good. It seems to me like you're trying to find some pattern even in this. What if a miracle is just a miracle? Or, I hope that you remember who the source of your power is, and that you serve them loyally. That's... the evil options are always such a dick move. We are trying to get more chaotic. Even if I don't really like this answer, we need to improve our chaotic. Miracles do not exist, Regil replies sternly. In the end, every so-called miracle turns out to be a manifestation of someone's will. Besides, I might have believed in a blind accident, but not in the accidental acquisition of great power in the exact moment when it was needed most. In any case, this is shallow philosophizing. You must have some questions for me. I guess I'll ask you some questions. What brought you to Mendiv? The demonic threat, of course, and the glaring inefficiency of the local command. I do not know if you are aware of this, but the Hell Knights owe their existence to the Demon Lords to a certain extent. Our first order appeared in response to Sifkesh's cultists and Cheliacs. The chaos they wreaked could not fail to breed strict opposition. Those first knights were able to burn out the pestilence and crush the cult once and for all. I see no reason for the Hell Knights of today not to do the same to the tentacles the world wound is spreading. Without question, the task is far more difficult than anything we've encountered before, but it must be done to preserve world order. All the more so, given that Queen Galfrey and her commanders are apparently not up to the task. Oh, bleaching. Okay, I've heard a couple of you guys mention this before. The bleaching is the name given to the physical decolorization and aging of a gnome and is caused by a lack of exposure to new and exciting experiences. This bleaching of color is accompanied by a psychological decline, first into depression and apathy, and eventually into madness and death. Gnomes' efforts to fend off the bleaching only serve to fuel their racial curiosity and whimsy, giving them a somewhat manic edge. Some claim that the bleaching is a result of the gnomes leaving the First World thousands of years ago. The few gnomes who survive the bleaching develop enigmatic wisdom and a connection to the natural world, earning them the name Bleachlings. Interesting. We'll get to that one eventually. The motives you list sound rather impersonal. Don't you have any other reasons for joining the crusade? Impersonality is a fine quality for a Hell Knight, and for the rest of the world as well. Personal motives, strong emotions, they are weaknesses that your enemies will use against you. I am an effective officer with years of service. The demonic invasion of Galarian obviously demands the most qualified response. That is why I am here. It's simple. You're rather skeptical about Queen Galfrey. If my memory doesn't fail me, the current crusade is called the Fifth Crusade, and with all of the support of the Church of Iamade and multiple other allies provided to Galfrey, no progress has been made in resolving the crisis at the World Wound. The best they could manage was create a chain of ward stones, and even they turned out to be inadequate. I suppose that should be reason enough for my skepticism. Like, valid points, but... Forgive me for asking a personal question, but your hair is going gray and your skin is rather pale. It's the bleaching, right? Of course it's the bleaching. Regil shrugs indifferently. Are you doing anything to fight the bleaching? What do other races do to fight the old age? Regil allows himself a brief smirk. I know what made you ask this question. My kin have earned a certain reputation for their vain attempts to stave off the inevitable. Luckily for the rest of the world, not all gnomes are prepared to spread chaos with their reckless escapades. There are some among us who accept the natural order of things. The bleaching has no effect on my ability to carry out my duties, and therefore it has no, how should I put it, personal meaning for me. Yes, I can, that's become quite evident. Do you have any family or friends? I've never wondered at the fate of the former, and never had interest in the latter. If you'll allow me one piece of advice, Commander, never put too much stock in so-called friendship or camaraderie. Any bonds based on simple affection are temporary and unreliable. Half of your smiling companions certainly consider you their friend for the present, but they will break and betray you the moment you do anything that troubles their happy expectations. Place greater value on respect based on a rational evaluation of your companion's merits. I deeply respected my mentor, who trained me to join the ranks of the Hell Knights. I respected her so much that I killed her with my own hands when I discovered that she'd betrayed the Order's ideals and was intending to leave our ranks. Dang. It would have been more proper to inform the command and await the formal trial, but on the other hand, that would have injured the morale of our young recruits. They should not see manifestations of weakness in our seasoned knights. Regil cringes. Well, he certainly earned that evil, alignment. You've openly shown your distrust of the Crusader Command. Why then have you decided to join me? Do not misread my behavior as distrust of you personally. Like every Hell Knight, I watch everyone closely, searching for signs of weakness and sin. Everyone, including myself. Regil speaks the last word pointedly. Indeed, Regil Derenge is first on my list of suspects. I observe him daily, marking every fault, every hesitation, every weakness, and I prepare the proper punishment. So it has been, and will be. Okay, he's kinda Looney Tunes. As for your second question, I suppose we may be useful to each other. You and your army are a new power in the Crusade. I rate all the old powers as quite ineffective. I have yet to rate your own efforts, but early indications are positive. That means you may count on my help, for now. Alright, another chance to increase our chaotic. You speak of yourself as if you aren't a living being, but a golem or a construct. Regil is the right kind of lawful evil, though. He will demand flogging of himself if he acts out of line, rather than claiming himself exempt. Yes, that is true. He's still, I worry about his mental state. Yeah, you speak of yourself as if you aren't a living being, but a golem or a construct. That is true to an extent. Over many years, I've tried to build myself, much as wizards construct their creations, I suppose. Cutting off the needless parts, making the useful ones work properly. These are difficult tasks. Regil permits himself the hint of an approving smile. So thank you for the compliment. Alright, we finally got into chaotic good. I don't know how I got pushed over into neutral good, but we are now finally over into chaotic good like I was trying to get to. Alright, thank you for your answers. What can you tell me about the Hell Knights? I could tell you a great deal. However, the Order's recruiters would be a better source of information on such matters. How are new Order members recruited? We accept as armigers any we find worthy. But for the main test, the one that separates the strong from the weak, they must face down a devil summoned directly from hell. If they defeat the beast honestly, the armiger becomes a rightful Hell Knight. If they lose, we simply forget their existence, like the world made an unfortunate mistake. Who do Hell Knights answer to? Only to the heads of their orders. In my case, it's Lictor Resurk Aunter, head of the Order of the Godclaw. As a rule, the Hell Knights do not submit to the jurisdiction of any state. The same is true of local laws. We are happy to help local governments bring order if we consider their request lawful, and if those who ask are worthy, but we do not serve them and have every right to refuse their demands. So what do you value most? The law, and only the law. If you care so much about the law, how can you ignore the authority of the lawful rulers in the lands where you operate? We cannot call it law just because some foolish local prince thought it up, or a council of demented elders deemed it wise, now can we? You see, one of the main principles of our brotherhood is that no one is immune from prosecution. A lawful ruler may be a criminal that poses a threat to society. We must be able to punish them as well. This is why Hell Knights only honor the measure and the chain, the doctrine shared by all our orders, and why Hell Knights serve only their officers in the aim of transforming this chaos-torn world and leading it to a brilliant and ordered future. We are the main bastion of order in Galarian, no matter how much some naysayers try to refute it. Alright, thanks for the info. Expanding one's knowledge is a good deed, provided, of course, that this knowledge is useful. Ask if you have any further questions. We do. Do you have a plan or a strategy for the war against the demons? A spark flashes in Regil's eyes. I have a clear idea of the forces I shall require to wage effective war against the world wound. Currently, I do not possess them, but I know what steps I must take. We must amass and fortify, gather scouting information, resolve certain problems of an organizational nature. Once the problem of Dresden is solved, I shall direct some of my knights to prepare an outpost for the party. We have already scouted a suitable location, the ruins of an old shrine, which still holds the remnants of an ancient power and is thus a lure for the demons. An excellent foothold for honing our skills and studying the enemy. That is my next goal. Alright. Thank you for speaking with me. Until next time. Good. Alright. So no new quests from Regil. I still haven't found that fucking gnome. Not Regil, the other gnome. The little bitch with the alchemist fire. The one that we met, the one, yeah, during the gargoyle attack. They had alchemist fire with them and seemed super suspicious. Gotta sell some shit. I don't think... yeah, we can get rid of that. I think that's it. Just free up a few pounds of space. She disappeared before you dealt with all the bugs, right? She did. And she seemed... Well, the thing is, I don't really know where she ended up going. Because I did not use her as bait. I used Regil as bait. But she's got to be around here somewhere, unless she's ran off. Are there any other buildings? Oh, more loot. I must have missed that. Oh, very nice. I can sell this stuff for a lot. Of course, we're going to just sell it right back to our folks here. Yeah. Take this rope and this barding that I totally didn't get from us. Why keep the rope? The rope doesn't do anything. Alright, fine. I'll buy the fucking rope. There. Even though it doesn't do anything. Okay, so... that friggin' gnome has to be here somewhere. I don't think I've checked Nura's tent yet. I did check Tirabade's tent, but I have not checked Nura's tent. Oh, Nura is the person I was looking for. That's her name, I think. I'm fairly certain. Oh, there she is.
Interesting.
Oh, I found a secret item. Knight Commander, how can I help? There is much I can do. Just ask. Nura looks at you with eyes filled with enthusiasm. She's holding a notebook and a traveler's inkwell. You've probably heard about the wound I have, the one that sometimes opens on my chest. Can you perhaps tell me if it is some kind of demonic curse? Yes, indeed, I've been told of your affliction. Nura appears at the center of your chest. Can you will the wound to open? No? That's a shame. What can you tell me about it? Well, it's difficult to say. I know of blades that leave never-healing cuts, of poisons that stop wounds from healing. I've heard of witches' curses that are rewarded with eternal wounds, but wounds that seem to reopen and heal over and over. Perhaps you know of other cases like this. Let's think. In 4671, a Mendevian army corporal had all of his bones and cartilage turned to glass. That sounds awful. In 4700, a scribe in Kennebrez had all her skin simply come away like she'd been boiled. Ow. And in 4638... Oh, you don't happen to have insects crawling over you. Locusts? No? Rats, perhaps? Too bad. Nura looks at you with genuine regret. Do you think it's dangerous? It most likely is dangerous, but you are under the protection of Iamade, Commander. She granted you mythic power, as they say. Surely the inheritor would not leave you to face this alone. Have you perhaps noticed that the wound opens at moments when you waver in your faith? Perhaps it's triggered by doubt? Frowning, Nura looks at you with sincere concern. Thank you for your answers. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you anything useful. I'll be sure to study the matter and consult a few of my encyclopedias. Oh, yeah, there's the question that I wanted to ask. We'll get to that after we get all the other information. Tell me about yourself. Oh my, I could tell you so many amazing things, and you choose the most boring one of all. But alright, about myself then. Where are you from? Isger, a small piece of land that proudly calls itself a country, though it hasn't been independent for a single day in all the centuries it's existed. They have a lot of national pride, but all of it is borrowed, always looking to the great day when they can at last be free from the rule of Cheliax. Infernal Cheliax. Suffers from extreme diabolism and tyranny. Okay, well, that sucks. The Isgari love talking politics. If two of them start bargaining over beats at the market, you can be sure they'll end up arguing about whether an independent Isgar will be a monarchy or a republic. I've always found it funny to listen to, and a little disgusting. You see, there are a lot of us halflings in the country, but very few are citizens. Most are slaves. I was lucky. I've always been clever ever since I was little, so they sent me to school instead of making me do the grunt work. They taught me to count and write, and I was sold as a secretary to Lord Axelar Tresbot. He's the one I left Isgar with. Never to return, I hope. How'd you come to serve Queen Galfrey? I was a slave of Lord Axelar Tresbot in Isgar, my homeland. Oh, what a man he was. He towered over his fellows like a rock over a garbage heap. A true hero. He bought me as a simple secretary, but he made me learn the history of the world wound. All of it. One volume after another. He hired tutors for me, even sent me to meet prominent historians. He didn't want a simple slave, but a slave with an impeccable education. Lord Tresbot was going on a crusade. He firmly believed that the servants of the good gods were weak, and only a follower of Asmodeus could stand against the demon invasion. He took me along as a secretary, a historian, and most importantly, he entrusted me with recording his glorious story for future generations. In his crusade, Lord Tresbot performed many brave feats, but even he could not stand against the world wound alone. In his final battle with the demons, when my lord realized he was doomed, his final act was to cover my retreat, so that I could tell the world of his great deeds. Some people have said what he did was not heroic, just an arrogant moron puffing himself up one last time, but I say curse their tongues. Well, he did save her life. That is kind of nice, I suppose. My difficult journey ended in Mendif, where I found my freedom. There I published Lord Tresbot's biography, and I don't want to boast, but who am I kidding? Of course I do. The book sold in great numbers, and made me rather famous for a time. That's what brought me to the Queen's attention. She invited me to her court. After all, she was curious about my deceased lord, and she was in great need of an expert on the history of the world wound. I hope you'll find me useful as well. So you're not just a historian, but a writer too? Will you write a book about my crusade? Haha, why not? As soon as we finish off the demons, I'll get right to it. Just take care that you don't end up like Lord Tresbot. Do you worship any deity? She makes a wry face. When I was a slave in Isgar, they would beat me with a stick to force me into believing in Asmodeus. They hit me and said it was for my own good. Ever since then, I don't like temples. I realize there are different gods, like Desna or Caden, who teach goodness and freedom, but it's just, as soon as I smell frankincense, I see the slave driver's stick. Maybe one day I'll be able to turn to a deity without cringing from a blow for not being reverent enough, but for now I let others pray for me. Nura's smile trembles and collapses. Oh, we made a perception check. Nura sounds sincere, but you feel that she's holding something back. I understand. I'm not a big fan of temples and prayers myself. Worshipping a deity is like choosing to become a slave. Nura sighs, as if intending to answer, but then just shakes her head sadly. Can we please talk about something more cheerful? You see, this is a touchy subject for me. Thank you for your answers. You're welcome, but you should ask me about something more interesting. Alright, tell me the history of the world wound. Oh, great. Okay, hopefully these aren't too long. Oh, I could talk about that for hours. What exactly do you want to know? Tell me about Old Sarkoris. It was an unforgiving country, inhabited by numerous tribes of Kelid barbarians. Imagine Numeria, but without the Metal Mountains, or the realm of the Mammoth Lords, but with a milder climate. That's Sarkoris. The country was ruled by priests of forgotten deities and shamans. It is said that even back then, before the World Wound, the boundary between worlds was especially thin in this region. Since ancient times, Discari has had his claws sunk deep into the minds of the locals. His cults thrived here for many centuries. Aridin tried to stamp them out, but in the end, of course, he passed away. The Numerians are literally Conan versus magic robots from space. Interesting. How'd the World Wound come to be? It happened the year Aridin died, 4606, a little over a century ago. No one knows if the timing was coincidental or if there's some connection with Aridin's death, but I'll tell you what we do know. The priests and shamans who ruled Sarkoris hated arcane magic and all who practiced it. Wizards and sorcerers were driven from the land, or worse. One of their prisons held a witch named Arilu Vorlesh. Oh yeah, that's the one that we saw mentioned before. Yeah, she opened the wound. We know nothing about her besides her name, and of course the atrocity she committed. By some unknown method, she managed to harness the terrible power of the demon lord Discari. Together, they tore open the barrier between worlds, opening a rift to the abyss in the very middle of Sarkoris. The world wound slowly but mercilessly expanded, devouring more and more land. In a matter of years, Sarkoris was a memory. After a moment of silence, Nura adds softly, "Sometimes I think, what did they do to Arilu in that prison? Just imagine, she was ready to give herself to the abyss, if only the demons might devour her torturers along with her. To imagine such hatred, it terrifies me." Alright, let's talk about the Crusades. First one. It began in 4622. Yes, it took the church and the secular authorities nearly 2 decades and hundreds of thousands of lives before they decided to take action. In the meantime, Sarkoris was only supported by handfuls of volunteers. By the time the Crusades began, the demons had already invaded Mendiv. The Crusaders pushed them back in what must have seemed a total triumph at the time, the forces of good easily crushing the demons on all fronts. They erected Dresden on the lands they conquered, an indestructible fortress and the capital of the Crusader movement. In 4630, 8 years after it began, the First Crusade was declared victorious. It was the first triumph of the Crusaders, and unfortunately, the last. Alright, tell me about the second. In 4638, the world wound suddenly started expanding, and a new wave of demons appeared. The Crusaders were all but delighted. Last time, they'd routed the forces of the Abyss, and they welcomed another chance to prove themselves. But this time, everything was different. Instead of scattered gangs, they faced a large, organized army. Dresden was besieged, and the Crusaders lost all the lands they'd won back before. They had to retreat, and all that remained of Sarkoris was left to the demons. But while the monsters were devouring the unprotected lands, the Crusaders erected a chain of wardstones along the border with the world wound. Blech. We have Iamade and her herald to thank for their help. It was the Second Crusade's only victory, but it halted the wound's growth. The catastrophe had become a stalemate, at the cost of tremendous sacrifice. But we're going into the ad break, so we'll get back to the Third Crusade after that, so stick around. Alright, we're back. Let's continue with the Third Crusade. Alright, about 50 years after the opening of the World Wound, Dascari found an ally. Baphomet entered the war, a cunning, insidious demon lord who preferred deception to open conquest. He sets his enemies against each other and lures the virtuous onto the path of wickedness. Traitors appeared among the Crusaders, secret agents of his cult. For a time, no one suspected a thing, even as they watched helplessly as the Crusader movement fell to ruin. Where once valor proudly stood, now greed and dumb cruelty reigned, and outrage was drowned in apathy. In 4665, the Church announced a new crusade, hoping to boost morale. They didn't succeed, to put it mildly. Some fought the demons in earnest, and for a time they even dared hope to retake Dresden. But the Third Crusade would be remembered as a witch hunt, in every sense. Inquisitors hoped to purge any cultists from the ranks of fighters, but instead they got a barrage of denunciations, widespread suspicion, and innocent victims. It sometimes happened that that two orders would denounce each other as traitors and wipe each other out, much to the demons' delight. Just 3 years later, in 4668, the Church put the disgrace to an end. Of all the Crusades, that one was the least glorious. Alright, the fourth. Of course, the demons had no intention of sitting quietly, caged behind the wardstones. They kept attacking Tenebris, trying to reach the stone and destroy it, or just scratch its surface, or, if even that wasn't possible, befoul it. The Crusaders drove the demons away from the city again and again. The Fourth Crusade would last for 15 years, an exhausting study in positional warfare. The demons attacked, and they were pushed back. The Crusaders went on the offensive, but were forced to retreat, and all the while the losses were tremendous. The Fourth Crusade's only achievement was that they didn't let a single wardstone fall. They didn't retake a sliver of land, to say nothing of Dresden. So many lives just to maintain a stalemate. You can imagine how that affected morale. Alright, thank you. I'm going to answer that question in a second after I grab whatever that secret item was, because it might be important. To go, good, yes. What is this? Strange perfume. That seems suspicious. Is that the only thing of interest here? Yes. When we fought the swarm of Vescivores, someone put a handkerchief soaked with pheromones in my pocket, which attracted the insects. I found a vial of the same pheromone in your tent. Nura's cheeks blush a little. That's my perfume. Perhaps it's strange to take perfume on a crusade, but you see, Knight Commander, it's my reminder of a more normal, peaceful life. What I'll go back to after we won. And besides, her cheeks blush even more, and her voice drops to a whisper, the smell drives men insane. I have no idea how this smell affects infernal insects. I'm a historian, not a demonologist. Perhaps some malicious person used my perfume to lure the Vescivores to you. But I swear it wasn't me. Maybe, Nura again lowers her voice to a whisper, maybe one of my admirers is trying to hurt you and set me up. Nura. Alright, well, when the gargoyles attacked the camp, what were you doing with that vial of alchemist fire near my tent? Forgive me, Commander. She looks at the ground. Despite everything, I'm still quite unsuited to war. I belong in a library somewhere, not on the battlefield. When those beasts fell from the sky, I panicked. The fire, the screams, the monsters, the chaos. I ran to you because I could see you knew what to do. As for the vial, that was completely stupid. I just wanted to arm myself with something. But I knew fire wouldn't work on demons. Why did I grab that alchemist fire and not something that would actually work? I don't know. It's not the first time my first time in the wound, but I still haven't learned how to fight. Enough lies, Nura. It's time to tell me the truth about what you're doing in this army. Okay. Oh, hey, we got an achievement for finding the saboteur. And we got 480 experience. You want to know the truth? Her face cringes painfully. Here's the truth. I hate all of you. If I'd been there the day Arilu Vorlesh opened a rift to the abyss, I would have gladly handed her the ingredients for the ritual. I put the pheromone-soaked cloth in your pocket. I wanted those hellbugs to eat your smug face off. I was the one who set the tents on fire that night, and I told the gargoyles who to grab. Every day I was in your army, I did all I could to hurt you. Oh, the things I would gladly do to you, and it would be but 1,000th of what you deserve. She hides her face in her hands. When I was 8, I was auctioned off like livestock. Like livestock, they used a stick to train me to obey. Did the paladins of Mendiv help me? Of course not. Even when we passed through a Mendivian city, none of those warriors of good lifted a finger to set me free. Slavers aren't demons, after all. Nura looks up and stares at you with eyes red with tears. The first time I came to the wound, I wasn't seeking adventure. My owner dragged me here on a leash. You think the demons bribed me? I was happy to betray him, without a shadow of a doubt, expecting nothing in return. I poured a sleeping potion into their soup pot, opened the gate, and waited for the demons to come and tear them all to pieces, and me along with them. I didn't care. But the demons saw the real me. They made me a cultist. They offered me a chance for revenge. I'm here for revenge. I only want one thing, for the demons to devour you all. You, your queen, all your heroic knights, and after that, the whole world can burn for all I care. I'm sorry you were so badly treated, but why do you want revenge on us? We're your friends. I don't want to hear any excuses for your treason. Save them for your trial. Oh! We don't have the Trickster Mythic Path. We're definitely not setting her free. What's this? You're right, the Crusaders and demons aren't that different. They're all arrogant morons worshipping their smug idols. Wouldn't you like to help me teach them both a lesson? I don't think that's the right course of action, even if it is chaotic. We're definitely not setting Nura free. You can do it as a route to enter the Trickster, but I don't want to take the Trickster Mythic Path. I want to take the Aslanti Mythic Path. So I don't want to get tied to it. And we are going chaotic good, so being good is fine, as long as we don't go lawful, essentially. Yeah, let's go with the good answer. Why do you want revenge on us? You're not my friends. Nura spits at your feet. You want to show me compassion? You're too late. You should have cared when I was helpless, when I couldn't protect myself or even think of revenge. But now I don't need anyone's compassion. And don't expect any from me. Nura snatches the wand from her belt, waves it quickly, and disappears into a portal. Shit. Well, why couldn't we stop her with an attack of opportunity? Wait, what?
I'm off.
What is that? Oh, I think that's our pet. I was wondering why it looked like there were tiny legs walking where Nura disappeared from. I think that's one of our pets. Oh, what's this? Summon Azanti Bralani. Neat. I forgot that I got that ability. Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna see her again in the not-too-distant future. Alright, well... where is... I don't think... Is Tirabade... we need to talk to what's-her-face. Anevia, that's the one. Look who it is, hi. Wait, we can't tell her about, Nura? Alright. I thought that she would be the one that we would want to talk to about that. Is Urabeth around here somewhere? Oh, there she is. Nope. Okay, no new dialogue with Urabeth. I guess just no one cares that Nura was the traitor. Yeah, and there's, no one in here. Oh, just the painter golem. Alright, but we are going to need to grab a few things for Nenio, so that we can do their quest. Let's see. A Cloak of Resistance. They do have a weapon, but I don't think it's a really good weapon. I think it's just a mundane crossbow right now. Alright, so let's take the light crossbow here. Just to give them something. Then, as a wizard, I don't think they can wear armor. But I can... Oh, I can only... I have to take all of them here. Okay. Put that back in there. Good. We'll take a ring of protection for her. Let's see. Hexes are no good. Amulet of Devouring's no good. Agile Fists, no. Kinetic Diadem. They're not a kineticist. Heartening Song. They're not a bard. Mighty Fists, no. That's just a cloak +1. Alright, I think that's all that I can really slot Nenio with. Yeah, give her the magic crossbow and the thing. Then I can just sell the, oh, what's this? Dimension Door. Oh, does she... I don't really want to give her Dimension Door, but do I have a scroll of See... Oh, here we go. See Invisibility. It is my only one, but, giving her See Invisibility seems like a good choice. Wait, wasn't there something else that I wanted to give her? Oh, wait, no, yes, the crossbow, the thing, and the thing, yes. Yes, I know how that works, because I was doing it with Woljif as well. But I don't plan on actually using Nenio long-term, so I don't want to give her any other, spell scrolls. See Invisibility is just useful to have, though. So that was... See Invisibility is a 2nd level. Here we go. So let's replace that. And let's replace an instance of Create Pit. Yeah. I think 2 instances of See Invisibility should be enough. Alright, so let's take a rest. Surely Canabras has felt like a prison to you as well. A nobleman of your caliber, stuck in such a shabby little place. Perhaps it was fate that kept me there, so that I could one day meet you, Lady Camellia. Oh, are they gonna get together? They would be a horrible couple. I'm sure they would get along famously, but they would be awful. Alright, let's save real quick. And now we should be able to go and do Nenio's quest. So, we're going to leave behind... We're going to leave behind Regil and take Nenio for this. We'll switch Regil back in once we're done with Nenio's quest. Okay. Actually, did I remember to put slots in everyone? I did not. Okay, so we're going to be going in with insufficient slots. Okay, I'm going to give her... the hell is this? Fascinates a target, okay. No. Remove paralysis seems like it could be handy. Bull's strength is just really good, though. What's effortless armor? Armor you wear no longer reduces your speed. You also reduce the armor's check penalty by 1 + 1 per 5. That's actually really good. Bonus to wisdom. Bonus to charisma. No, I think... What's greater courage? Oh, makes your allies immune to fear. Interesting. But we're going to give her another instance of bull strength. She can't use it right now anyways. Is she... No, she's not fully loaded. I think I am going to see if I can give her any offensive spells. Nauseated. She doesn't really have... Oh! Call lightning. That seems like a destructive spell. What is this? Remove curse? Right, those are all defensive stuff. Bestow curse. That seems actually kind of good. Although it does need to get through a will save. Which is the problem, because the units that I would be using this on probably have pretty good will saves. I think let's give her Call Lightning. What are these spells? Remove Disease. Yeah, Remove Disease hasn't come in as handy as I would have hoped. And Soothing Mud seems like not good. So let's take another instance of Call Lightning. I will leave the Remove Curse and the Remove Diseases that she has there. And then at 4th level, let's give her... nope, that's just a difficult terrain thing. No, that's not great. Magic Weapon, no. Ice Storm? That's not bad. So Ice Storm seems good, or leopards, or giant frogs. Nah. Once you hit 9th level is where the real fun spells start coming out. Well, in the meantime, let's give her an instance of Ice Storm. What is this? Oh, Restoration, yes. Okay, and Neutralize Poison. Alright. Alright, I think I'm happy with those loadouts. Who else do I have? Oh, right, she's not a prepared caster. Nenio, we filled out. Good. Okay, so yeah. Alright. So, where is Nenio's nonsense? It was near Canabras. Oh, is that this? The Nameless Ruins? Yes, that's where I have to go with Nenio. But how do I get there? There's no actual path that goes to it. I wonder if I need to send my army there first. We'll see. An Act 3 location. So are you saying that I can't actually go to it right now? Oh, no, here we go. Okay, so, yeah, let's, take a quick nap. Let's slot someone else into the other Night Watch spot. Yeah, Nenio can help out with that, I guess. Or wait. Is Nenio... No, Nenio is not better than her. So yeah, that's gonna be fine. Actually, you know what? We don't really need Nenio on shift with Cassie, because Cassie's perception is insane. We're gonna stick her on camouflage duty.
Nenio, I'm amazed by your energy and zest for life. Every time I look at you, you're running around, noting something down, spouting one new idea after another. How do you manage it?
I simply enjoy what I do. If life's not like that for you, perhaps you're in the wrong line of work.
Wow. Alright, cool. We have been, succeeded. Oh, here we go. Okay, we can just go there. Alright, so it's not an Act 3 location. We can just go there. Okay. Now there is the mysterious heart that we don't have access to yet. That one is going to be a later thing. Wait, where is Nenio in our squad? Camellia, Ember. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Nenio has the cantrip Ray of Frost. That can be... Why are you giving me this now? I don't care. Okay.
Do not fear.
Oh.
Do not waver.
Ghouls. Alright. Wasn't expecting to get into combat so soon, but, is what it is. Alright, so, Camellia. I don't know if I want to necessarily waste my... my buffs on these guys. Let's just do a spirit weapon enhancement. And shoot the... let's see, Stalker, Creeper, Huntmaster.
I'll cut you wide open.
Windwag. Finish off the Huntmaster? Or not. Cassie! Well, Creeper, thank you for coming so close into my range. Okay, how does Cleave work? Single attack, blah blah blah. Hit, you deal damage normally and can make an additional attack against a foe that's adjacent and also in reach. I don't think I have anyone else in reach. So yeah, let's just hit the Creeper. What's the aw man for? You know what? Burning Arc. Fuck 'em. They succeeded? How dare. I don't know who Captain Sparkles is. Alright, well at least these guys have terrible aim. Let's see. Stalker. Oh, they're both Stalkers. Okay. Miss entirely? Sure. Nenio! What do you actually have in your little magic book here? Alright, we got shadows, blah blah blah. I don't want to use my high-level spells right now. I could use a fireball, but that would hurt me. Stone Call... Every creature. Okay, so I can't specifically target. And I can't do that. Acid Arrow? You know what? Sure, let's use Acid Arrow.
Yes.
Wow, that sucked. That was fucking terrible. Way to screw the pooch, Nenio. Alright, just fucking shoot him.
Spirits demand your blood.
Even her friggin' bow did more damage. Windwag, deal with the Huntmaster. Very good. Awesome. Windwag just dealt with a whole bunch of enemies all at once. Alright, now Cassie. Let's see, there's what, 2 Stalkers left here? I guess just friggin... We can only get 1 shot in because they're too far away, so Vital Strike. Very good. Ember, just shoot him.
Surrender or else.
Or not. Sela, can you actually hit something this turn? No, it is not a cantrip. Acid Arrow is a 2nd level spell. If we take a look at Nenio here... Acid Arrow is a 2nd level spell. Yeah. Nope. It's a 2nd level spell and it did 2 damage. Alright, let's deal with this Stalker. Sort of. Alright, Nenio, just fucking shoot him. Or miss, whatever, I don't care. You're only here because I have to have you here. Camellia. Very good. The ghoul continues to be ineffectual. Windwag, yeah, just explode him. Alright, these guys just have a bunch of leather armor. I guess we'll take it. Might as well. And a bow in leather armor. Alright, nothing else of value. What's in the box? General hand axe, some junk, and a whole bunch of gold. Awesome. What's down here? I assume that this is a cave entrance. Yeah, that's the entrance to the cave. Is this somewhere different?
There's something here.
Oh! Mystery item. Coal and 6 gold. So glad they hid that. And then this is...
They are the darkness.
Oh, I guess I can't collect whatever this is. Or can I? I think I... Okay, yes, I did get the engraved bracelet. Oh, it's just a treasure item. Okay. But there are 3 gargoyles here. Alright. Yeah, I guess we can Vital Strike one. Oh, yeah, that did the trick. We knocked him right through the wall. Camellia, just, I guess, shoot one?
Go for their hearts.
Do gargoyles have hearts? I don't know how that works. Sela. Very good. Nenio, just shoot the gargoyle, whatever, I don't care. You suck at this. Wendwag can do the job. Okay. Looks like that's that, and as per standard gargoyle procedure, they've got shit all on them.
No time for me.
Oh, what the hell is that? Zombie bear? Plagued bear. Alright. I'm sorry, buddy, but we're gonna have to put you down.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Hey, we actually dealt some damage with Nenio. That's new.
No match for me.
Good. Bear's down. But it seems like we are in combat still. There is some loot over here. I don't see any more enemies, which is concerning. Oh, there we go. Another bear. I guess we'll move toward the bear. Can Sela charge the bear? No, the bear's too far to charge. Leave it there. Camellia, shoot bear.
Wide open.
The slowest arrow ever. Wait, can she not just shoot the bear? What if I turn off her, point-blank shot? Can she yeah, she can shoot the bear then, okay.
For apologies.
What the fuck was that? Oh, I hit the bear with a attack of opportunity, but then the bear hits Sela. But Sela succeeded the fort save, so they're not diseased from it. Okay, cool. Alright, Nenio, shoot bear. Wendwag. Okay, yeah, no. Turn off your point-blank shot. Just shoot the bear. Now Cassie can whack the bear. Very good. Bear is dead. Oh, we've got a trap here, so let's disarm it. Don't step in it.
I hope you
Good.
appreciate this.
Alright, nothing of actual value. Oh, we can pick this lock, guaranteed. We don't even need Woljif.
I am helpful.
Who's holding us back?
Am I not?
Potion of Reduce, a star knife, and some more gold. That's nice.
I do what I must.
Can we go up here? No. And we can't even loot the bears. Alright, is there actually anything down here? What is this? Oh, I think this is another puzzle. And Camellia failed a perception check, which means that there's something around that I should maneuver Casimira around for. Why did only Camellia get the perception check? Alright, what happens if we touch this? Okay. Okay, so it goes white and it goes yellow, but that's it. Okay, that doesn't seem to have done anything. I'm assuming we're going to need to match something that we don't have access to right now. What are plague bears going to be carrying? They could be carrying, like, diseased meat or something. Or, like, part of a hide.
My way.
Ghoul corpses. It's as if they simply lay down and died of their own accord. Oh, that sounds like a trap. So I think we failed to notice a trap that we're going to set off here at some point. Alright, there's got to be something down here. Or maybe it's something in the cave that we're going to have to check out. Oh, the stranger's back! The absence of an answer is an answer too. Okay, buddy.
Follow if you dare.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of strangers here. Okay, what's the thing I can loot? Oh, this is something I have to put somewhere. Something here. And it doesn't look like I've got anything appropriate. I am the impetus to act. I am a reason for torture and a cause for insomnia. Tear my mask off and let it fall at my feet. Nenio's loyalty quest is a puzzle. Good luck. Yeah. I had a feeling. Because we already did run into one of these ruins before. I am the answer, but what is the question? An elf woman in a frayed robe turns her head to you and stares at you through the slits of her simple white mask. Then she holds out her hand and touches the ancient statue. The absence of an answer is an answer too. Hey, wait, where are you going? Spontaneous dematerialization is unscientific. Nenio touches the statue and suddenly freezes. Following her example, you put your hand on the statue and the world around you ceases to exist. You are a lone grain of sand floating in the emptiness of the unknown. Your path has no beginning and no end. You are tiny and insignificant in comparison with the cosmos that surround you. But then, something changes. The emptiness takes notice of you. It stares at you, measures and assesses you. Then a question comes, as simple and as deep as the emptiness itself. Who are you? They were saying the absence of an answer is an answer too. I'm not going to answer. You'll answer one way or another, today or in billions of years. The emptiness is patient. It can wait. How about what about you? The emptiness does not engage. The question was asked and it will be answered. Alright, I guess this isn't so much a puzzle. We'll just say our name. I'm Casimira. The name you uttered that seemed so powerful and proud rings through the emptiness. Then the silence comes, bleak and oppressive. The emptiness still awaits your answer. I am... Do you want to say your name? But what is it? Just a set of sounds you use to associate with yourself. You are Casimira? Who decided this is who you are? Your parents? Yourself? Someone else? A name is just a label you take voluntarily. What happens if you tear this label off? What hides behind the name Casimira? Behold the truth. Open yourself to knowledge. Reveal yourself.
I am Nenio. Nenio. You hear me? You voice from nowhere or whatever you are?
You hear a stifled cough nearby. Where Nenio used to be, now you see an unfamiliar kitsune curled up tight on the ground. Alright, so she's not human.
What's going on here? Nenio, is that you?
Sela instinctively lays her hands on her weapon.
Who are you? Who are you? Speak up, or I'll gut you on the spot.
You're a kitsune.
It appears your observation is correct. I am a kitsune.
The kitsune stares down at her hands, then runs her fingers over her pointy muzzle, lingering over her sharp teeth and ears.
If my hypothesis is correct, and the probability of that is close to 100%, I have always been a kitsune, but at some point I decided to forget that piece of knowledge. Following this line of reasoning, it would seem the fact of my membership of a certain race just doesn't seem relevant to me.
Yes, I'm familiar with Pathfinder, kitsunes. Nenio scratches behind her ear.
Also, there is a more important question. Why did my true identity reveal itself in this precise moment?
She casts a pensive look at the ancient statue towering over you. What was that? I found myself in emptiness, and a voice asked me questions. Yeah, there's no point asking her how she could forget she was a kitsune. She clearly just didn't think it was important.
I suppose it was a trap that yanked our minds out of our plane and temporarily transferred us to another one. I wish I knew which plane. By the way, did you know that the most efficient way to disarm a corridor's worth of magical traps is with the help of a scientist who has been told that the formula for an elixir of the ancient races lies hidden at the end of said booby-trapped corridor?
I have a feeling she was used as a trap disarming device. Whose voice do you think it
I
was?
haven't the slightest idea, but it is most definitely an extremely wise entity. Besides, the entity displayed no aggressive tendencies, which gives us hope that it can be reasoned with.
So what do you think about
The
that?
voice in the emptiness asked me, and judging by your reaction, you too, who I am. And merely stating my name failed to satisfy it. The trap then forced me to assume my true form, which I had completely forgotten about. I suppose this trap wasn't a trap per se. It rather was a closed portal leading to some hidden place that can easily unveil secrets and reveal the truth. The one who spoke to us seemed to solve me like a riddle, in an instant, just by looking at me. I would like to meet this entity. Can you imagine which secrets it can unravel? I want to speak to it, and you, my follower, must help me.
So, a stranger is capable of uncovering all your secrets with a single glance? I wouldn't wish to meet such a person. I wouldn't appreciate such a blatant invasion of my privacy.
I agree with Camellia.
But how can you get there? If there is a door, there must be a way to open it. If there's a lock, there must be a key to it. There is an inscription here, right on the statue. I am the void and the emptiness. I am the starting point. I am infinite. Tear my mask off and let it fall at my feet. I don't understand this at all. How thrilling!
Why are you so sure that the unknown entity behind the mysterious portal would even want to talk to us?
I'm not sure at all, but we must try. We simply must. Getting there and talking with this entity will be the greatest of my experiments. No exaggeration.
Sounds like a riddle.
It does. It really does. I love riddles and puzzles.
How do we solve it?
Each of them is inscribed with a riddle, and each demands that something be placed at its feet. I guess we need some items that represent the answers to these riddles. But don't ask me where we should look for them.
Maybe we should ask one of these
I don't
geysers.
think they can help us. Looks like all they can do is mumble their mantra about questions and answers.
Right? A portal that leads to the unknown could be
The
dangerous.
world wound is dangerous, walking under a hanging icicle is dangerous, even choking on a chunk of badly chewed food can lead to a fatal outcome after all. Living is dangerous. But what is danger compared to knowledge?
Okay. Looks like there's nothing more we can do here now.
With deepest regret, I have to admit that you are right. It's highly unlikely that we'll be able to solve this riddle right here and now. We'll have to temporarily withdraw so we can return when we're armed and ready.
Okay, I think we might actually have one of the items that we need. Because we did do one of the, I guess not. Either that or we put it in storage. The sand looks utterly unremarkable, apart from its inexplicable presence here and among the ruins of the woodland. Is there anything that we can interact with here? Oh! Okay, nothing relevant to the quest. The ruins are so ancient that it's impossible to tell which civilization was responsible for their construction. Alright, talking to the strangers is pointless. I guess we can't interact with this. One trick with Nenio is once she's higher level, she can basically burn lower level scrolls to cast higher level spells. Okay. I'm still not going to use her, but... Alright, anything over here? No? Alright, let's check out the cave then. Because there was that cave earlier, and also this thing, which we haven't figured out yet. Alright, where was that cave? It was all the way back up here. Alright, guys. Let's make the long road up. Unless they're gonna get stuck. Nope, okay, they are smart enough to follow the path. Oh! Wendwag noticed a thing. What's this? Oh, just a generic Earthbreaker, but 64 money. I like that ping noise. I'm surprised we didn't notice it on the way down. Oh, so I guess Nenio is just gonna be permanently a fox now? Or are they gonna change back to human at some point? Now the question is this gonna be a ghoul cave? Is there anything that we're gonna find of importance here?
I do what I must.
Yeah, I'll talk to her when we get back, but we've got things to do here first. Can I get through there? No. Okay, so this place is a bit of a maze.
There's something here.
Oh. How are we supposed to get through that?
Interesting.
Oh. Okay, let's disarm this one first.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Did we get it? I guess not. Okay, Wendwag, shoot the bear. Or Smilden. That's it, you got one shot off? Oh well, that's fine. Nenio, shoot it. Camellia, shoot it. There we go, we exploded the Smilden. Why does it imply that there is still more enemies around? Oh, that's why. A Huntmaster. Alright. Well, Sela can't really do anything as long as these traps are here, so... Sela will stay. Cassie, however... has doors. Okay, so, I guess I can't get close enough to actually attack, since I use my dimensional slide as my attack. Oh wait, can I? No, I charge as a full action. I could summon my dude. Is this... Can I only do... I guess I can only do this once a day. Yeah, so I think I'm going to save that, but I will use my target study. And get into proximity. Wait, why was it able to attack me? I thought I was okay where I was. Oh well, that's fine. Windwag. Shoot him.
They'll beg me to stop.
good. You can also shoot him.
This obstacle?
Or you can try at least, I suppose.
You are today's sacrifice.
We're just gonna keep peppering him with arrows until, he dies. Sela can just stay there. Cassie,
This
kill
will
it.
hurt.
Very good. Alright, now we need to deal with the traps. So first, disarm this one.
I am helpful.
Good.
am I not?
Now, Camellia, we're gonna bring you around carefully here. And disarm this trap.
I hope you appreciate this.
Alright. Now we can reselect everyone. Check the remnants of the Ghoul's Feast.
I am helpful. Am I
Oh,
not?
we succeeded! We got a +2 ring of protection. Excellent. The scattered remains are sickening to look upon. The ghouls clearly ate their fill. Fortunately, they were not interested in the jewelry left on the bodies. Alright, what does this guy have on him? Oh, a bow that we can take. That's fine. Oh, there's more shit here. Oh, ho, ho, a new recipe! Midnight soup. And also 2 magic items. Headband of vast intelligence and a cloak of cleansing. Alright, Camellia, do the lock.
I am helpful. Am I not?
We got whimsical berries, bone necklace, light pick, whole pile of money. That's awesome. Okay, so what do these items do? Okay, this we're gonna learn. We have learned midnight soup. Okay, cloak of cleansing. Cloak of resistance +2. Also gives a +2 saving against saving throws, against compulsion and disease effects. That's really good. What do we have right now? We've got a +3, actually. So that might just straight up be better, because it gives 3 on everything. Sela doesn't have to worry about disease, because she's a paladin. Who has the lowest will saves? Where do I see their save? Oh, here we go. Yes, will saves. Wendwag has super low will. So I imagine that compulsion effects will probably fall under, will. So I think she should have the, Cloak of Cleansing. Oh, but this just straight up gives them immunity to mind-affecting conditions for 3 rounds when they kill someone. So I think that's actually better. Who is the next worst will? I guess Ember. Yeah, I'll give it to her then. And this +2 to intelligence. Can she use this? Yeah. I don't actually know. Is she I don't know if she's an intelligence caster. Does Ember have intelligence spells? I think she's charisma because she's a warlock. Or a witch, whatever. So I don't know if this headband is useful for her. I should probably just give it to whoever has the highest intelligence so that we can get extra bonuses. Well, actually, my party is really stupid. I guess I'll give it to Nenio for now. Wait, can she not wear it? Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I didn't realize that our party is kind of dumb. Ember's got a 12. Camellia's got a 10. Wendwag's a 10. Sela's a 10. Even Cassie's only a 12. Just a fancy sorcerer. She uses charisma. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. But yeah, no one in our party has more than 12 intelligence. We're not super bright. But that's okay. Alright, where have we not explored? We haven't explored down here yet, I guess. Oh, let's try and,
Mind over muscle.
attack.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
That's a lot of, enemies there. We only get one shot. Can she use her point blank right now on anyone? No. So let's just shoot the one that I attacked already. Not bad. Not a kill, but not bad.
Go for their heart.
Very good. We got a kill on that. I should be able to use a charge. Yeah, let's get right in the thick of it. Not a kill, unfortunately. But very close. Alright, got the kill. Yeah, let's use another burning arc here. Not well, they both saved. Why are their saves so high? Unacceptable. Alright, can I charge... Oh, I can charge you. Not bad. Okay, now we're back on proper turns. If I use point blank, I can get a single shot.
No match for me.
Yep, that's not bad. Oh, did she get a second shot anyways? She did. Cool. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but I'm down with it.
I'll cut you wide open.
Good, that one's dead. And you. Very good. Alright, a bunch of, leather armor, and silver powder, ink, gold, caustic mold, and a bezoar. Is that everything? Oh! Wait, this looks like that pattern. Why can't we look at it? It looks like the outer ring is lit up. Yes, I was looking at it. All it shows is that the outer ring is lit up. There's nothing else here. Yeah, that's it. Although I'm pretty sure I saw another pillar like that somewhere else here. Huh, okay. Like, not actually in this cave, but, was there another one in this cave? I don't think there was. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for coming. And I hope you rest well. Yeah, there's no other pillars in this cave. But I did see one outside the cave. Come on, guys. There we go. Okay, so where else were they all? There wasn't any near the entrance here. We jump down here. There are a number of pillars. I don't think I can really see them clearly, though, without actually going down there. Yeah. That's fine. Where are we right now? We're back here. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna need to, take a close eye on any pillars that we come across, like those. Okay, I don't see any cool, glowy blue decorations. Okay. Yeah, nothing on this pillar either. anything here? No? No? Okay. But the outer ring was lit up, so we are gonna trigger the outer ring. Okay. I definitely saw one other pillar that had blue markings, or something that did.
I'm gone.
Was it over here? Where was it? I definitely saw something somewhere here. Where the heck was it? Come on, where is that friggin' glowy blue nonsense? I know it's here somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? I know I saw it. Where the heck is it? Where the heck was the other glowy blue thing that I saw? I know I saw it around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it's those two corner ones. Alright, so we'll go back to that thing after the break. In the meantime, stick around and we'll be back shortly. Okay, let's continue. Alright, so we need, like an L there. on the thing. So with this information, I think we are in position to do it, unless there's one that we're missing, which is certainly a possibility. Did I go too far? I went too far. Where is it? Where's that friggin', there it is. Alright, so... it showed an L, but it didn't really indicate where the lion head needs to be. So I guess we'll just do this. No. Turn that one off. Try that one. Is that right? No. Turn off that one. Turn on this one. No. Because we know that the outer ring needs to be lit, and we know that an L needs to be lit. We didn't find anything else. Oh! Hey, there we go! I assume there must be a third, symbol somewhere that we just didn't find. Potion of remove paralysis, an unidentified helmet, and some mushrooms. Phylactery of positive channeling. Didn't we have one of those already? Yeah, isn't that what Sela's got on her? Oh, that's a lesser. Okay. We'll give her the better one. Okay, sure. The mushrooms seem like a weird choice for the treasure hoard, but okay. I guess that means there's nothing we can do with this circle here yet. I guess we're gonna have to come back here with Nenio later. In the meantime, however... Actually, do we have a hat on? We do have a hat on that gives us more charisma. Do we have someone who has better charisma than us already? Oh yeah, we do have... wait, why the fuck am I wearing the charisma hat? Ember, you need the charisma hat. Meanwhile, Nenio, we're gonna take your intelligence hat and give it to Cassie. Because we're kicking you out of the party. There we go. Good. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. And we can head back to camp, get Regil back, and proceed with things. Specifically sending our army after those giants. Because if we take a look at our journal here, the outcast. According to the Dark Hunter Foreign's warning, Kylesa will strike soon. It would be wise to prepare to face her head-on. Okay. It is doubtful that the answer to these riddles can be found anywhere near the Nameless Ruins. Okay. So we're going to need to come back once we've found the things elsewhere. That's good to know. Okay, so I guess when we go back to camp, we need to talk to Nenio again. There's nothing we can do with the Nameless Ruins for the moment. So I guess I might as well head back to camp. No, I'm just gonna keep going because we're almost back to camp. Yes. Nanny's encumbered. Well, boo frickety who. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Ah, girl, there you are. Very good, just in time. You'll be delighted to know that I need you for an experiment. So the Grey Garrison stands roofless. Demons are running for the hills with their tail between their legs. Menda's queen, what's her name? It's on the tip of my... Ah, yes, Galfrey. Is scurrying to and fro, and all this is somehow connected to you, my loyal follower. Thus far, there is no scientific evidence of your exceptionality, if one discounts blind faith and divine intervention, which I do. We, people of science, refuse to believe the inexplicable without any proof. We are the ones who explain the inexplicable. Nenio punctuates her statement with an energetic sweep of her arm. And therefore, open your mouth and say, ah, for me. Why? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to study you. Come along, don't stand in the way of science. What does my mouth have to do with my new abilities? Perhaps there is no connection, or perhaps there is a direct connection. We'll never know unless we try to find out. Alright, fine. Nenio peers into your mouth with a practiced eye. Alright, your throat is fine, tongue looks perfectly normal, your breath, she sniffs. The smell is in line with the regular functioning of the digestive system. Now for your teeth. Ew, she sticks a hand in your mouth and probes each of your teeth in turn with the skill of a seasoned dentist. No detectable alterations. By the way, did you know that many individuals, while being wholly civilized representatives of their races, still have an amazingly powerful bite? As if suddenly recalling something, Nenio promptly pulls her hand out of your mouth. As well you should. Are you really trying to find a correlation between fang length and civility? Nenio seems slightly embarrassed. For the good of science, I look for correlations everywhere and in everything. How can you prove there's no correlation if you don't bother to look for one? Yeah, if someone gets on my nerves, I can bite hard enough too. Can you? We definitely must test that someday. But not today. Now we are conducting an experiment of a different kind. Moving on. Alright, what do we have next? Ears! Let's check your hearing. Testing! Nenio yells right in your ear and nods in satisfaction as she observes your reaction. Your hearing is fine, was fine, but don't worry, it's scientifically proven that it should return to normal soon. Next, Nenio circles you. Eyes are clear, posture is satisfactory, limb length is standard, no lice. She stops, rubs her chin in contemplation, and in a slightly dejected tone says, Girl, you are the picture of health. It is a pity. I was expecting to find some anomaly. Well, now let's assess your mental state. Imagine a hypothetical situation. You are a tree. 2 squirrels have found their way into your hollow and are now copulating there. What do you do? Well, what is this nonsense? Let them copulate. Why should I care? I'll stick my branch into the hollow and drag them both out by the neck. I'll do precisely nothing because I'm a tree. Yeah, like, if we're a tree, we're clearly not doing anything with the squirrels. And frankly, good on the squirrels. An unconscious act of withdrawal along with a lack of trust in your own abilities, or perhaps just a healthy dose of pragmatism. On to the next question. Another hypothetical situation. You are a tomato. You've just been picked from the vegetable patch and put into a crate. You know that today the cook will use half of the tomatoes from your crate to make soup. What do you do? There's nothing I can do. I'm a tomato, remember? An unconscious act of withdrawal, inability or unwillingness to see something bigger behind something small. Alright, I understand. On the surface, it appears you don't really believe in your ability to change things, but in fact you are a strong pragmatist who knows perfectly well what you can and can't do. Your reasoning is that of a mortal, one who is capable of achieving a great deal, though she would deny even that. On that note, I deem this experiment complete. Thank you for your participation. Nenio looks at you pensively, and then gestures at you with a wide sweep of her arm. And yet you remain a puzzle to me. I love puzzles. One of these days I will solve you completely, unless I forget. Now I have time to answer your questions. Come on, ask away. So you're a kitsune. Nenio tosses you a skeptical look. Stating the obvious does you no credit. How does it feel to suddenly remember that you belong to another race? It is slightly unusual, no more than that. Knowing this fact will not help me write the encyclopedia, therefore it is useless. Therefore I was right to forget it. And to forestall your next question, no, for now I'm not planning to forget that I am a kitsune. My abilities can help you, my loyal follower, in your fight against... who are we fighting again? Right, the demons. Nenio gives you a magnanimous look. See how much I appreciate your assistance, girl? Okay, I guess I have no other questions for her. What were we talking about? Okay, are you sure you really want to meet this mysterious entity we know nothing about? I am sure. I am convinced. Think about all the knowledge hidden there in the emptiness. It seems to me that this event is certain to be my triumph, the experiment of the century, no, of the millennium. She looks away. Or maybe it will become my downfall, a complete fiasco. Here's the deal. If the mysterious entity decides to gobble me up, run as fast as you can while it's distracted. Tell all of Galarian about the heroic death of its greatest daughter. Tell them she perished, but that she never strayed from the thorny road to knowledge. Nenio sniffs and wipes a tear from her eye. Alright, I gotta go. So if we take a look at Nenio here. Does she have an ability to switch between them? She can get Vulpine Pounce and magical tail abilities. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Change shape. Okay. So I guess she can change at will. Although the, Fox form seems more useful. Not that I plan on, bringing her with me ever again, anyways. Until we have to do her quest again, I guess. Alright, let's sell off our crap. We need those mushrooms for cooking. Potions are good. Oh, right. We can just do bulk selling to dump all of our crap. The caustic mold, the bezoar, the leather armors we don't need, tail sting, light pick, studded leather, masterwork longbows, generic earthbreaker we don't need. The star knife we can get rid of. What are these? Reduced person? I doubt I'll use those. Let's get rid of them. Slimy skin, the sharp claws, the generic hand axe. I think we should probably hold on to the strange perfume. Sell off all that crap. And then there's some more items for us to throw in our personal storage. Do we have anyone? Oh, Anevi is here. Okay, so first let's dump some shit in our inventory. The Ring of Protection, because I don't think any of our party members need a +2 right now. I think they've all got one. I think that's it. Oh, the Unbending Armor. We can get that out of our inventory. That drops a lot of weight. I think... Oh yeah, this +2 cloak we don't need in our inventory. believe that might be it, actually. Cool, cool. Alright, let's save real quick before we talk to Anevia, because I have a feeling this is going to be about Nua. Oh, nope, she's just hanging out here. Alright, I'm just gonna sleep. You can hang out.
So Uplanders value money so much that you can even buy their respect with enough coins. And if someone takes away your money, you lose all that respect?
Respect? You can buy yourself love with enough coin. But not for a hideous beast like you. There's no price high enough for that.
What a bitch. If Camellia wasn't so useful as a healer, I might have to send her to spend all her time with Nenio. Truly a horrid fate. Now, there was something that I wanted to check. But I forget. Oh, right, I wanted to see whether people had all +2 rings. Oh, no, he's only got a +1 ring. Okay. She's also only got a +1 ring. Okay, so I should actually go grab that. +1. Okay, so I have got a few people, actually, who need +2 rings. Alright, glad I checked. Where's that ring at? Here we go. Ring of Protection +2. You've already got a +2. Who else would benefit? Seal has already got a +2. Wendwag. Congratulations, you've been upgraded to a ring of +2. And the +1 can go into storage. Very good. It's weird that no one seems to give a shit that Nua betrayed us and then ran away.
Follow if you dare.
Alright, yeah. Nenio, you can stay. Regil, let's go. Okay, so now I care about my troops here. Oh, we've gotten a whole bunch more resources over the past couple of days. I didn't realize that they just generated. Interesting, okay. But anyways, we need to deal with this demon army. So we're gonna save real quick. And now we're gonna see if we can take them on. There are only 15 of them, but they are big and they hit real hard. Oh yeah, those are, real big. Okay. Do they have ranged attacks? No. Oh wait, they do have rock throw. Which is not great. What is ash leprosy? Oh, they apply disease. Okay, this is not great. Do they all have that? No, that one does not have rock throw. And neither is that one. Only this one can throw rocks. So that means that if we put our explosive trap here, that will trigger when they try to come get us. Okay, I am content with that. Let's shoot down the one who throws rocks. It's damage, I guess. No, don't go through... I don't want you to go through the... Why can we not... I don't understand how this works. Okay, what is your actual movement? Battering ram... Okay, I'm not entirely sure how this works, to be perfectly honest. Plus 5 bonus to maximum HP until Dresden is taken. Okay. And plus 1 bonus to attack until the end of the round for every 2 squares it moves. Alright. So I should probably get them into a position where they can then charge, but I don't want to move them too far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I should just move you here. Yeah, and then we'll shoot some more arrows. Still not enough to even kill one. Yep, saw that one coming. Oh, nice! That actually took out a whole stack. I was concerned about whether that was going to happen or not. Alright, so the Hell Knights... Oh, they can only get to these ones. Alright, that's fine. 1, huh? Alright, this is gonna be rough. Well, I guess... Start moving my dudes out. Let's see if we can nail these guys with some ice. Alright, it's enough to chip one more away. It's not great, but it's something. Spike him again for a little bit. So if we move 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. And hit them from here, I suppose. That was worthless. Okay, these guys can't hit for shit. Alright, I guess I'm gonna need to focus on these ones then. What are you throwing at? Stop doing that. Well, there goes all my mounted knights, I guess. Well, I guess I'll keep chipping away at these guys. Meanwhile, you can, I guess, hit them. Well, it did more than the mounted knights, to be perfectly fair. Let's get my rangers back in action here. It's fine. I think the Hell Knights can probably deal with the Ash Giant there at this point. So I guess I'll start chipping away at these ones. Not very effectively, but... It's a good thing I have these Hell Knights. Or we'd be in a lot of trouble. Oh, they took a big chunk of damage there. Bonus attack? No, no bonus attack. Alright, fine. Oh, can we still attack? Even though we're... Oh, we're affected by Ash Leprosy. What does this mean? -2 penalty to maximum HP each round. Okay, not great, but serviceable. We can still chip away. And then we can heal the footmen for something. Yep, okay, we got a bunch of guys back. That's good. Let's keep shooting. Still not enough. I'm really glad I have these Hell Knights. Otherwise, I'd be screwed. I think you can probably finish this guy off. Yep, there we go. I guess keep chipping away. We can do another heal on our footmen. And just keep sniping at these guys, even if it's not super effective. really glad I have those Hell Knights. Oh shit, that was able to hit our Hell Knight too. Okay. Well, let's get into flanking position. And start chipping them. Alright, there we go. We get our bonus attack. Got 2 of them this round. Alright, I guess, let's keep healing up our footmen, I suppose. Geez, our archers are not really doing very much against this guy. Bonus? No, no bonus. Alright, so how much health do these guys have left? 378 left, I guess? Oh, we get a bonus attack. Good, so they're at 178 now. I think our infirmary should be fine at this point. So I shouldn't need to use up any more charges. That's fine. I'll absolutely take the one hit. And there we go. We beat the giants. We recovered all of our fallen units. Excellent. Even though these horsemen were sort of useless. I might send them to Canabra's if I can get her a better replacement. Maybe the clerics. I was expecting them to be a little more useful. Alright, the scarce possessions of the wild giants may still prove useful to the Crusaders. This time the soldiers found something truly interesting among the piles of rubbish. Bones, and primitive tools. A pair of impressive tusks wrapped in a scaled hide must have been some kind of a relic for these monsters. Chilroar's hide and tusks. Okay, I get the impression that this is something I need to show the storyteller. And a +4 belt of giant strength is pretty dang good. +4 bonus to strength, huh? Do I want to trade my 2 in dexterity for an extra 2 in strength? I don't think I do. She, however, only has a +2 belt, so we'll give her a +4. And Regil, you don't have a strength belt of any kind. Take a belt of giant strength. There you go. Why is his strength so low? I don't think his weapon is some kind of special no-strength weapon. Yeah, no. Weird, okay. I don't know why Regil's strength is so low. Huh. Well, I'm glad I gave him that belt then. Alright, but that's a flawless victory, so we're going to save there. Now, we've just got this one left. That's the only army left now. So I guess let's get them as close as possible. Which is, I guess, there. There's nothing else for my characters to do, so let's skip the day. Morale is still high, so that's, great. 38 MP, we can do that. I don't know if 6 is going to be enough to get to the demon army. Good. It is. I did just save there. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, so we've got skeleton champs, sharpshooters, and some generic skeletons. So these are the sharpshooters. Yeah, they have range. The regular skellies do not have range. Okay. And I guess the skeleton champions probably don't either. No. We're all gonna move before the champions move again, though. So I think I'm gonna put a trap here, so that when the skeletons move, it'll blow up one of them. In the meantime, I'll focus on the sharpshooters. Good. Who's that? Oh, why does it have an extra square? I don't understand how that works. But, yeah, we can hit these champions. And chip away one of them. Alright, I think our mounted knights are gonna die again, real quick. Alright, that's good. We got a big chunk of them out. Oh! Okay. Not what I expected, but that's fine. Okay, our soldiers can't actually get close enough. So I guess I'll... what is their actual range, the skeleton champions? 2. So I'm just gonna move here. Oh dang, these guys hit hard. And a lot. We need to heal our Hell Knights. And my sharpshooter can target their sharpshooters. Oh, and we get another shot. Very useful. Ah, there's still one left. Alright, the skeleton champions suck, but these sharpshooters are worse. No bonus? No bonus. Alright. That's fine. Yeah, let's, target these champions here. Alright, that's not bad. Okay, my Hell Knights have to survive, or I am screwed. Not as much as I would have liked. But let's finish off this sharpshooter. Good. Hell Knights can hopefully... Okay, that's a good chunk of them. I guess let's try dealing with these skeletons. Alright, it's a chunk of them, I suppose. I really need my Hell Knights to survive to the next round so that I can start healing them up. Good. Now let's see if I can wipe out these sharpshooters with my own shooters. Very good. Now my Hell Knights can focus elsewhere. Focus on the champions. Okay, not bad. Keep chipping away at the skeletons here. Heal the Hell Knights. Only 6? Ugh, this is really bad. Alright, let's try and get rid of these champions here. Not great. Okay. But we're getting there. Maybe. Yeah, this is not looking good. But if my Hell Knights go down, I'm completely screwed. So let's keep chipping away here. Yeah, you know what? Let's keep chipping in these champions. Alright, 5, that's fine. Hell Knight. Come on, roll high. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. Skeletons. Okay, pretty good. Bring back more Hell Knights. Alright, not terrible. Let's... Okay, we're guaranteed to finish off these champions, so let's do that. Because getting a target off the board is the most important thing. Oh, bonus attack. Excellent. Come on. Pretty good. I think that means that we can probably finish off those skeletons next turn. Let's see. Oh, you can get rid of a lot of units. Let's help our Hell Knights out. Hopefully they won't get frickin' ended. Let's move the Hell Knights over here. Oh, bonus attack. Excellent. Yeah, finish off the skellies. Good. Regular skeletons are done. Heal up more Hell Knights. Good. Those are just normal skeletons, so let's deal with these champions. Solid. $32 of them, that's very good. I might have to give it some healing to my foot soldiers here, because they're not in great shape right now. That's pretty good. Let's keep chipping away at these champions. The question is, how many soldiers am I going to have left at the end of this? I need to heal as many foot soldiers as possible, so there's space for more of my, knights in the infirmary. Alright, Hell Knights should be able to finish this. Excellent. Oh, and we get a bonus attack. Good, got you down to 3. Alright, that's 1. Oh, we get a bonus attack. And there we go. How many people are we getting back? Oh, that's bad. What the hell? What? What? Why did we only recover 20 units? We are not accepting that. We're gonna reload and try and do that better, because that shouldn't be a thing. What is this? Broken Phylactery of Stevanius. Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna load that. Because I cannot afford to lose, like, 300 units. There's gotta be a better way of dealing with that. Yeah, these champions are a problem. So well, the thing is, I don't know if I can actually put this somewhere where it's gonna actually stop the champions. I think we have to... Yeah, I think we have to try and stop the... Well... The skeletons are gonna come no matter what. Maybe I don't need to use the trap right away. I can use my ice bomb to hopefully deal with some of these sharpshooters. Sorry, what? Oh, they're immune to colds. That's great. They're all immune to colds. Okay, we're gonna take that again from the top. We're gonna pretend that never happened. Let's try that again. Yeah, they come in. A pit trap immediately ends the turn of the activating unit, except flying units. Okay. Yeah, no, we're gonna put the explosive trap here. Deal with a bunch of skellies, I guess. And in the meantime, we're gonna target... What is this spell, actually? Penetrating Strike. Target unit ignores up to 3 points of damage reduction for 3 rounds. Do they have damage reduction? DR1 for the sharpshooters. Yeah, skeletons have DR1. The champions have DR3. Okay, interesting. But yeah, the sharpshooters need to die. Oh, that's not very good. Okay. Well, I can get my horses to attack the sharpshooters, I guess. It's not great, but... Putting them in melee with the sharpshooters... Oh, that'll switch the sharpshooter to melee damage. Okay. Good to know. But they're still super strong. Okay. Don't like that. Alright, let's bring my Hell Knights over here and start dealing with these guys. Because they're a problem. They've got a movement of 2. So I'm just gonna move up 1 square for now. Yeah, that's fine. Can hopefully get that back up. You can continue focusing on the sharpshooters. That was not very good. I think my Hell Knights might be screwed. I guess... Start chipping away at the other commanders, or champions, whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah, that's very bad. Oh, that was a good roll. Let's keep chumping these sharpshooters here. That was real bad. Oh, because most of my fucking archers are dead. Shit. Alright, well, Hell Knights, keep dealing with these champions. Not great, but it's something. Yeah, I think I lose this, actually. Yeah, because if my Hell Knights go down, I lose. That's just period. With my archers down to 17, that's not great. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna straight up lose this battle. Yeah, my Hell Knights are down. There's no way I can win this fight. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I don't think the demons will come to fight me, but I'm gonna move back anyways. Because we clearly do not have enough dudes. Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to flip over to the new day so that we can get a bunch of new guys. You can go... Well, no, that's not what I wanted. I want a new army. Here we go. Alright, get all of you. All of you. Respin. Okay, that's not great, but it's basically the same thing as what we had before. I guess I'll buy these Hell Knights because I need them. Still don't know what these other resources are, but... Alright, so we'll bring these guys up to join with the rest of our army. And hopefully, with the extra manpower, we'll be able to... finish off the groups. There we go. Okay, let's bring these guys over. It's not a lot. Certainly not as much as I would like. But it does make this demon army green now. Which is an improvement. These mounted scouts sort of suck. So I'm kind of tempted to get rid of them and just bring a bunch of clerics. I'm not sure what the clerics actually do, to be honest. Smite evil. Unit has a bonus to attack, damage, and AC equal to its charisma against evil units. Oh, that's very good. Lay on hands. Oh, they can just heal people. Okay. I think I might honestly just buy these guys. Yeah. Yeah, you losers can go to Canabras. I'll bring you guys around. you guys can go back to Canabra's. Next day. Okay. I guess I'll move that guy out just for the sake of merging them. I can get rid of an army. They've got no more movement, but that's fine. Should be able to move these guys into the army. There we go. Maybe cleric should be backline. Maybe I should move these guys into the middle a bit there. Yeah. That seems good. Okay, our army is rank 7 now. So that's good. Alright, it is midnight though, so I think we are at time. I'm going to save the game here. And we're going to call it there for the night. Honestly, I thought that we would get through all of the outstanding stuff, but I guess we got sidetracked by Nenio's quest there and all the other dialogue and stuff, so we'll finish off that last demon army next week, hopefully, and then we'll go on to Dresden. So, yeah, we're making progress. Next week, Monday's gonna be more Shadowrun. I think we're starting to approach the end game there. We're currently in the middle of Glory's quest, but other than that, I think we got like a couple major quests left. I don't know if there's more to go after that. I guess we'll see how things go, but I know we're getting pretty far along. Because there's only one more level up for our characters that we haven't gotten, so. But yeah, that'll be Shadowrun on Monday. Tuesday, I think we're probably going to continue with Monster Train. I'm not sure how many more weeks we're going to do of that. Maybe 1 or 2 more weeks. But we'll see how that goes. Thursday we'll be back to Digimon, and then Friday we'll be back to Pathfinder. So lots of good stuff coming up. Hope to see you guys there. In the meantime, if you haven't joined my Discord server, the link is down below the stream. I post all of my stream announcements there, as well as my weekly schedules and anything else that comes up, as well as any new artwork that I get, of which there have been a number of pieces lately, so check that out if that's of interest to you. You can also request things if there are any games you want to see me play, or any redeems you want to see added, or just anything you think could improve the stream. Feel free to drop it over in the Discord. So, yeah, again, thank you everyone for coming. It's always appreciated having you guys here. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you guys on Monday for more Shadowrun. Thanks for coming, and have a very nice night.